From News Channel 8, this is Federal News Tonight.
The government says cyber attacks on key computer networks have more than doubled over the past 6 months. Those attacks have officials looking for vulnerabilities everywhere, even in devices most of us use every single day. Joining me now here in the studio is Ed Hammersley. He's the Chief Operating Officer of the company Trusted Computer Solutions. And Ed, you say you have some solutions to offer the government. So what are those solutions?
Oh, well, they assist the government in sharing information between different networks. And it plays into the whole memory stick issue, because one of the cherished devices that the government does use to share information is a memory stick. It turns out today in the field of battle operations, people have to get information from multiple networks. And often those networks are not connected, or there are not bridges that they can cross to move that information back and forth. So they use memory sticks instead. And the most famous example was about, I think it was 3 years ago, an LA Times reporter went to a Kabul market and bought a bunch of memory sticks and found out one of them contained a whole bunch of classified information. So of course nobody knows exactly how that memory stick got there, but you can assume somebody had used that memory stick to transfer information back and forth and dropped it, forgot it, left it in the machine or whatever. Right?
These memory sticks can obviously hold some sensitive data.
They can hold as much information as you want.
In November, the Pentagon suffered from a cyber attack in the form of a global virus or worm, and that spread rapidly throughout military networks. As a result, the agency banned the use of those external storage devices, including memory sticks. That seems like a fairly dramatic step to take.
Well, it is a dramatic step to take, but it needed to be taken. Unfortunately, even though a ban like that is done from a policy level, the practical realities of warfighting often necessitate the need for those things.
You say what's needed is to implement cross-domain solutions to make sure that sensitive information stays within a network. What is that?
Well, a cross-domain solution, or sometimes abbreviated CDS, is a software solution and a hardware solution that automates the process of sharing information from one network to another. So instead of sticking a memory stick in one machine, copying it to a memory stick, pulling it out of that machine, putting it in another machine, you would simply access a piece of software that would automatically move that for you, thus negating the need for a memory stick in that case.
And you brought in some pictures to illustrate this. Tell us, there's a room full of computers. Tell us what we're looking at here.
This is a typical Intel analyst's workspace representative. You see all those different terminals there. Each one of those is connected to a different network. Often, each one of those networks has a different classification level. So the way information sharing works in that environment is you take your famous memory stick, you put it into one machine, you copy what you want to share onto that memory stick, you pull it out of the one machine, you put it into the other machine, and you have thus shared information. The problem is that information is now resident on the memory stick, and as what happened in Kabul, if you lose it or drop it or the cleaning people pick it up or whatever, it can end up in the wrong hands.
What about laptops and home computers for government employees who work from home or telecommute? How do you maintain cybersecurity in that case?
Well, it's the same basic problem. As long as you're going to allow data to reside on small devices, whether they're laptops, handhelds, PDAs, or memory sticks, you have a very difficult time controlling where that information goes. So one of the trends that's happening throughout the DoD and the Intel community is a move to what they call thin client devices, which is really a modern term for the old dumb terminal, which is a device that can access as much information as you need, but doesn't actually store that information on the device you're using.
Some interesting technology. I'm sure it's continuing to develop in the industry. Ed Hammersley, Chief Operating Officer of the company Trusted Computer Solutions. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.